Oh, well, first and foremost, let me start by saying that I think I should be more watchful of what I say now because
because that statement
you are holding me by my words,
and
I love it. I love it. Now, going back to the question you asked, you said if there's money in every cause, right? So why do we have people who focus more on some particular courses,
why they are
like medicines, and they neglect some other courses?
Yes.
Well, I'll start by saying that it's all boils down to awareness.
Okay, all right.
If you are not informed, you'll be deformed on these things. Now, the society is also contributing to it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
yes,
society is another
factor. If you tell your daddy, I want to study botany in school,
or I want to become a teacher.
The way, say, are you
the way some courses are being treated, or the way they are being treated in
yes,
is very bad.
Very bad. But
and
the point is, every career pathway is valuable. Every career pathway is unique. We all need doctors to complement the nurse, to complement the people in the media space. There is money everywhere. There is even money in education. Online teaching. When you ask an average Nigerian, what do you want to become? I want to become a doctor. That will be the first thing you hear from them. They'll be like, I want to become a doctor. You ask this one, I just want to become a nurse. But I love this question because it's going to shed more light on certain courses that we are not even paying keen attention to. There are many people in the agriculture industry today who are not doctors.
And they are
making their money.
Okay.
Look at this man, Odedola.
Okay.
He's not.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are continuing from where we stopped in our previous video, which we started on the topic career choice. Before we continue on what we are going to discuss today, I want to give us a little highlight on those things that we discussed in our previous video on career paths. First thing, we made mention on some points that are very important. And one of it is that parents do not have the right to choose a particular course for his or her children. All they have to do is to guide their children on the right course that they can choose. Also, in our previous video, we mentioned something that is very important. We mentioned on enlightenment on career paths, that most people choose wrong career path, and it is later in life that they discover that they are on the wrong career path. And this is because they do not have the right or the proper enlightenment that they need to have on career choice. So in our previous video, we also mentioned on the importance of enlightenment before you choose your career, so that it will not be like you have gone for the wrong career because you don't have the proper enlightenment that you need on it. So today we'll continue from that trend and go to the next point that we want to discuss on this topic. But for you to have more proper knowledge on what we discussed in our previous video, we would like you to go back to the video. There you get full information on all those things that we discussed on career paths in the first video that we did. So let me welcome our guest into the studio today, in the person of Mrs. Damilola Ojo.
Thank you for having me today again. I'm so honored to be here. The last time I was around here, I enjoyed every moment we shared. It was a moment of learning and unlearning for me. So I'm so glad to be here today, and I'm excited for what is to come today. Thank you.
Thank you for welcoming our invitation and for coming back to the studio today to continue from where we stopped in our previous discussion on career choice. So today we want to continue with some of the questions that we are unable to treat in the last video that we did, which are also important questions that we need to treat concerning this topic.
Okay.
So I want us to continue from those questions that we are yet to answer. In the last discussion that we made, you made a point, you made a statement that I want you to lay more emphasis on. And from that, we'll now transit to other questions that we have for today. So in the previous video, you said that there's money in every course or in every career path.
Yes.
So my question is, if this statement is true, why is it that some courses are neglected? Why some courses are overcrowded?
Oh, well, first and foremost, let me start by saying that I think I should be more watchful of what I say now because
because that statement
you are holding me by my words,
and
I love it. I love it. Now, going back to the question you asked, you said if there's money in every course, right? So why do we have people who focus more on some particular courses,
why they are
like medicine, and they neglect some other courses?
Yes.
Well, I'll start by saying that it's all boils down to awareness.
Okay, all right.
If you are not informed, you'll be deformed.
Yeah, sure.
So many people do not really have the requisite knowledge of some particular courses.
Okay.
And that's why we have some courses in our head that we think it's almighty.
Okay.
Anybody in that field, they are superb, they are rich, they are this and they are that. Because we've not learned to be fully informed of certain courses that will also bring you the same joy, satisfaction, and even money that other courses are bringing.
Okay.
We think, for instance, that there's no money in education. You as a tutor, when people see you, they're like, you're not one of those big men in the town who are doctors. But when we come to check, I know baristas who are broke. We've seen baristas, right, who are broke. We've seen doctors whose life does not look like the degree that they have. So I think, first of all, it is not a function of whether you're a doctor or the function of I'm a nurse. The first thing I think we should address is our perception, what we really know.
Okay.
There are many people in the agriculture industry today who are not doctors.
And they are making
their money.
Okay.
Look at this man, Otedola.
Okay.
He's not a doctor. But this man has the money. He's striving. Look at Dangote. He's striving. They have the money. And they are career driven.
Okay.
But because many people have not been tutored rightly, so they don't really know the part where there is money.
Okay.
And that's why I would say that there's no part that there isn't money.
Okay.
Every career pathway comes with its own financial offer.
Okay.
It just depends on how you're able to see, how you're able to brand yourself, how excellent you are.
Okay.
Because money responds to value.
Okay.
If you like, graduate from the law school and come out with distinction, you can still be like, you can end up becoming a lawyer to somebody who has more than you. And at the end of the day, they will pay you a token for your brain. You haven't you seen people we have people like that in our school. This is our math teacher. That man is there, he's full of books. But at the end of the day, this man is being paid 30,000 naira at the end of the month for all the books he knows. He's teaching 6 classes. He's doing this, he's doing that. Fine, he's passionate about this. But is it bringing money to him? Now, why is he suffering like that? Because he boils down to what he knows. I've seen teachers make good living. Do you understand? Yeah. So when people say there's no money in certain career paths, there's no money in this profession, and I am not going for it, it's because they don't have the understanding.
Okay.
You as you're a teacher.
Yeah.
You have a tutorial. You have other streams of income.
Yeah.
Even in that teaching line, if you want to become multi-millionaires or multi-billionaires, there's a way you do it, and it's a work in progress. So many people are not really seeing the positive aspects of all these things, and that's why they assume that, okay, go for medicine. In fact, your daddy will be on your neck. Go for medicine because there's money in medicine. Go for law. There's money in law. And go for accounting. There's money in accounting. Hope you know that there are so many courses in that commercial that carries more weight financially than accounting. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But because many times we've been able to picture it to people's ear, and they even grow up into it subconsciously to think that there is no money in a particular field. If you are not careful with the rate at which Nigeria is going, people in agricultural sector will have more money than those in medical line.
That's true.
They will have more money
if
they know their honors, if they know how to go about it, you understand, if they have the right knowledge. And that's why I'll say that the main reason why some career seems to be more loud is because of information. People have been wrongly informed. They've been misinformed as regarding certain career paths, and that's why we always view it as though there's no money in this, and that's why some careers are silent. Now you see people transition more into tech. The elite wants to ensure that their children goes into tech now because they've seen that there is money in tech. Integrity, I think integrity also is there.
Okay.
A parent wants to prove that my son is a doctor. So even if you like bring any other courses, I don't want to hear that. You know, those kind of rigid fire. No.
I just want
you have to be a doctor. You just have to be a doctor and nothing more. You just that. So integrity, and also pressure from people, external pressures, I think is also a factor. And the fact that the finance too, and laziness. You see, now many people are going into tech because they feel it's a soft life. After I can work remotely, after all,
and I'll make my money.
I can work remotely. An average Gen Z now does not want anything that will stress them again. So they are now more loud on those courses than they are on the other courses.
Okay.
So I think those are more reasons, a part of the reason why some career seems to be more loud than others. But the point is, every career pathway is valuable. Every career pathway is unique. We all need doctors to complement the nurse, to complement the people in the media space, and all of that.
Okay, all right. Now to also buttress what you are trying to say, or to ask another question along that line. I'm also looking at, is the environment not contributing to this factor? Because the way environment carry some courses, or the way society pictures some courses, and they underrate some courses.
Yes, sir.
Could it not be the factor that is also affecting why some courses are now being louder than the other?
In fact, it's a big factor. As a matter of fact, they will tell you, if you want to gain admission into agriculture, they will tell you once you score 180 in some Nigerian universities, you are good to go. If you want to study medicine, they will tell you, even with your 250, you are joking.
300 plus.
Yes.
I even add that.
You are joking.
It's not only 300 plus now. It should be 380 plus.
That's the truth. Because the people that have seen that got into medicine, they had the 300 plus. And so these people will now make sure they focus their energy. Just that. They focus their energy on these things. Now, the society is also contributing to it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, society is another
factor. If you tell your daddy, I want to study botany,
or I want to become a teacher.
Daddy will say, are you?
The way some courses are being treated, the way they are being treated in society is very bad.
It's very bad.
And I think that one of the things that society has to do, even in helping this matter, is that they should give equal regard to every profession. And that every profession has their role what they need to play in the society.
Exactly.
So that each profession has what they need to play in society. That profession is very important.
You know, there's this contention between doctors and nurses. The nurses feel sometimes that the doctor, they relegate them. There's this contention in the same field. Trust that. So now I think there has to be a balance. We understand the fact that there are some courses that are more tasking, that are more demanding. But the point is, everybody needs everyone.
Yeah, it's complementary.
If the people in the agricultural sector, didn't produce food, what will the doctor eat?
I don't know.
They will eat, they will suffer, and they will die because they need food. So if the environment can also do something to ensure that there's a balance, we are not saying they should bring the points down, but there should be an awareness. There should be an awareness. And the thing is about awareness is that there are even some people in some villages, remote areas, that they don't even know anything about tech. They are not informed. The only thing they know is that it's good to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. And once you go, a child drops out, the parent says you are a failure. Initially, did you check what the child was supposed to do? Did you actually check what the capacity of the child can take before you push them into that field? So environment is also a big factor, as you've suggested.
So we are putting out to the society that we should henceforth, put ends to discrimination.
Yes, sir.
By trying to make sure that by trying to picture one career more important than the other career. Yeah, we can also do this and by helping our young ones, people that want to choose career, to be able to have liberty to choose any career
of their choice.
If they know that each career has value, and you will also be treated with respect, because this respect really matters. This respect really matters, because if you know that you are going to study one course and people are not going to give you a guide in society.
Thank you. I just remember the TikTok video that I saw yesterday.
Okay.
And this lady was just saying, me, I cannot marry an engineer, a mechanic. I don't know if you say I cannot marry a mechanic.
Okay.
And as she was saying it, said I cannot marry a mechanic. I do this. I should leave my career as a mass communicator. As she was even saying it, the English was not flowing. People just began to troll and say, look at you that I cannot marry a mechanic. Oh, don't you know that there are some mechanics? I know somebody who finished degree and went back to become this mechanic that you're kicking against. They can build car. They build car. He's not an engineer.
In this Nigeria?
Yes. In Lekki. He left school, finished NYSC, he said he called himself automobile engineer.
But actually, mechanic, I think, is from mechanical engineering. Yeah, it's mechanical engineering. It's because of the way
they don't put the respect.
Yes, the way that we practice the
in
the
this nation.
In this nation,
yes,
make it look as if it's a profession that has to do with debt. A profession that's not really.
And as a matter of fact, now I now love the fact that you don't have to become a doctor, like a medical doctor, before they can call you a doctor.
Yeah.
So you get it?
Yeah.
So it gives everybody. I have some doctors. I say doctor. They are not like that, but at least they've gotten their doctorate
in academics,
in their various fields. Now they are doctors. So if they can be balanced, like we've said, the world will be a better place, and nobody will be compelled to study any course that they have no business to choose.
Okay,
without feeling intimidated, that people will look at you and say, "You, you're a mechanic."
Mechanic, for that matter.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you for the justice that you have brought to that question. Another question that I want us to talk about, or I want us to debate on concerning this career path, is that I want us to give enlightenment or open the eyes of students, because I've also seen that most students do not really have perspective about the prospect of some courses. That's another thing that we are looking at, because if your own concept is about some courses, and that some courses only have prospect and other courses do not have prospect, then it still boils down to this thing that we are still discussing. Some will still neglect some courses, while some courses will still be overcrowded. So I want you to use this opportunity to open the eyes of students to some courses that have prospect that most students are not even going for, and they have prospect that if they know that these courses have prospect, we can open their eyes to it. Most students henceforth, after they are looking at our broadcast, their orientation will change, and they'll be able to also, try to choose what to go to that path and choose what their course. So I want us to open the eyes of students to many courses that are prospects, that they don't even know that these courses are prospects, and these courses can give them what they need. It can make them feel fulfilled. They can be in it, and they are doing well.
All right, sir. So, when you ask an average Nigerian, what do you want to become? I want to become a doctor. That will be the first thing you hear from them. They'll be like, I want to become a doctor. You ask this one, I just want to become a nurse. But I love this question because it's going to shed more light on certain courses that we are not even paying keen attention to. Let me start from the creative industry.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm a pastor's wife. I'm more spiritual. But let me tell you, you cannot be 100%. You cannot be spiritual every time.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are times whereby you see with your physical eyes. Now, there's this woman I love, I admire so much in the creative space. Her name is Funke Akindele. She's a creative. I love to watch skits of Tauma too. I love to watch skits of Brain Jota. I love to watch skits of Kiki. In fact, if you know me, I am a Kiki. Can you relate with that voice? Now, these babes are in the creative industry. Funke Akindele was once a lawyer. She was once a barrister. But is she a lawyer now? Is it the law
that she's practicing?
I'm a lawyer. I'm sure that would be so proud of her then. But there were some people that they didn't even go through that route. They knew that this was what they wanted to become, and they pursued it. Some of them had to go for extra degree to learn the same thing that they are now presently passionate about. Now, so when was I sharing the story and the names of Funke Akindele? These babes, these guys, they are pursuing their career. They are being fulfilled. They are impacting lives. They are making money. Which respect did Funke Akindele want to command? She does not need to command any respect. She has it already. So now there are some careers that you can put in for. It is wrong for parents to see that your child has a good talent in some areas. And then you try to wane it off with your own feelings and say, just go and study this. You bury their talent. I know people who can speak well, they can write well, they can act well. When you see this kind of trait in your children, sorry, let me share this story. I was counseling someone, a teenager recently, and I said, now that you're waiting for admission, which course do you want to study? You know what my dad just said? I want to study medicine. Okay, which skill do you now want to learn at least to complement your stay at home? Instead of this person said, I don't want to mention the name of the skill. One irrelevant skill. She even said shoemaking and be bag making. I said, you that want to become a nurse. What happened to learning about all this? Even if they are house nurse, what do you call them? What do we call them? Auxiliary. To call them auxiliary nurse. What happens to the hospitals in Igbora that you can learn from? You want to become a nurse. Now you now want to go and learn shoemaking. How does it align? So I think it is important for us to have a sense of what we are doing and why we are doing it. So the creative industry is a new oil money in town. There's nobody that does not need a graphic designer. Well, I was saying this yesterday. So even if Jesus comes, we see some people that will snap picture during a rapture. Do you understand? It's some people that will snap picture during a rapture. Where will we go? Some people will still need photographer. We need video recorder. We need broadcaster. But I said, well, if you want to learn any skill, learn any skill that will leave rapture. But that was just a joke, by the way. But the point is, the creative industry is just like the new oil industry now. It's just like the new oil industry. There's graphic designer there. There is what's this skill? Let's say photography, videography, and this conception that it has to be a man has to stop. I have girlfriends, female friends. Don't let me say girlfriend before you guys want to be practicing lesbianism. I have female friends who are into videography and photography. I have male friends who makes ears. I know a lady who barbs for men. So this idea of a particular skill is just for the male. I think, or the female. It has to stop. I know men who are bakers. AY Bakes is a baker, is a guy, and they're doing well. So let me just say that the creative industry, you can go online and research more about the creative industry.
Okay.
We have the traveling too. We have aviation. We have. I'm a pilot in my country. But we didn't really have the pilot thing. In fact, then we disregard pilots when we were small. When they asked us, "This profession, aeronautical engineering, there's money in it."
Yeah, you're making it big.
But everybody wants to become a doctor. There was a time I was trying to apply for a cabin crew before we came to Igbo and all of that. I was trying to apply for a cabin crew. Somebody from the US just sent the link to me, said, "My mom, tell your baby to apply for this job. It's a cabin crew." My God, when I checked my pay for every flight, I feel it all. Because it's money.
Wow.
This guy is paying dollars. If you fly first class, just because you're a cabin crew, you're not even the pilot. There are many people in the place where we board flights now. Airport.
Okay, airport, yeah.
There are many people at the airport who are doing 1 or 2 or 3 things. And they are making their money.
Yeah.
They are fulfilling in their career. Yeah. There is tourism and hospitality.
Yes, tourism and hospitality.
There is money.
Yeah, tourism and hospitality.
There is money in tourism and hospitality. One of my mentors, she processes traveling visas for people as just a side hustle. The day she was opening my eyes, she said, "Me, I will do this traveling because there is money in it."
Wow.
We see Waka now. We see all those big defeats fly. They have money. Is it not a career?
Yeah, it's a career.
So there's money in travel and tours. There is money everywhere. There is even money in education.
Yeah.
Online teaching and all of that. There is money in it.
Yeah. There's money in education. You see, that online teaching that you talk about.
Yes.
There's big money inside of it.
I tell you.
Yeah, I have friends that we are both into teaching profession together. And, at the time, I was asking them about questions about some things. And my friend was telling me about how many gig he's making per month. And that opened my eyes to another aspect of teaching that
you've not seen before.
Yes,
and that's why we don't want to become like our parents.
Yes,
because
so many times people are talking about that teaching profession.
And they say it's stressful because you have to hold chalk and pen. People no longer hold pen and chalk.
So I don't see another part of teaching profession that I can also pension it, which is online teaching. Even though I have some other thing that I do apart from my physical tutorial or thing that I run. I have my ebooks that you can write. You can make money in your ebooks.
Yes.
You can also make money in personal tutoring and consulting. Also consultancy. Yeah, and allow you as a consultant in the teaching.
I think because of that. Let me just go into the business.
All right.
Aspect.
Okay.
When you see people that study business admin, we think they are not wise. Business admin that are public admin, cheap marketing.
What is market? What are they marketing?
I am telling librarian. We look at them like, what in the name of God is this rubbish course you are studying? But the thing is, there is money in all this career.
It's about the height that you have to see.
Some people only consult for business
and they are making we have consultancy firm and they are making big
let me not talk too much.
Big money in it.
In fact, they are the one paying your so-called accountant.
Imagine.
Do you understand?
Yes, now.
Consulting firms, they pay the so-called accountant. There's no amount of money they want to pay them. It's still a stipend. And they pay in thousands. An average Nigerian consulting firm, let's say they are stingy. The cheapest they'll pay is 200.
The cheapest.
The cheapest.
And that is for the lower class.
The cheapest. Some pay as far as 700, 500. Now tell me, is doctor earning that same amount of money?
For where?
And when you go out to audit, there's some extra income they give you.
Yeah, sure.
Extra for field work and stuff like that. Another career is civil engineering. I know of a man who, this man in Lagos, very rich, very, very rich. This man has one engineer under him. So my brother was privileged to work for him. Every day, they go to site for years. Every day. As they're finishing one project, they are moving to another place on the island.
There are many projects
on ground. So your so-called civil engineer, the so-called civil engineer, yes, they now come to learn from the site. Then they pay them again as IT students and all of that. Just so there is money. Even the same. What's the difference between a civil engineer and bricklayer? Brain.
That's just it.
Civil engineer and bricklayer, brain. So because a civil engineer has more brain, they make more money.
Yeah.
Exposure, education.
Yeah, education.
Vision.
Yeah.
So there are many courses that we cannot even exhaust here.
Yeah.
There is a tech space there.
Yeah, that is another field entirely. Where you can make your money.
There is tech space there. There's agricultural sector. There's finance. There is media. When we talk about media, it's more even vast. There is media. From it you jump into broadcasting, news writing, journalism.
You have so many aspects in that also.
And more to come. You get to some school, theater art, and you ask them, nobody will say dietetics, nutrition and dietetics. I say, what is nutrition? But do you know that there are many people who need the service provider of nutritionists? Who just need, there are many that they don't even need the doctors. I know someone was very sick and the only person they could refer the person to is a physiotherapist, not even your own almighty medical doctor. Now let's go into crafts. So let's say those ones are education. Now let's go into craft and entrepreneurship, into skill sets. We have hairdressing. Hope you know that some people go to school specifically because of this. I know a boss who studied accounting. By the time she got to UK, she's not a full-blown baker. And she's making her money. She's doing amazingly well. She loves the job even more than the so-called accounting that she went to study in school. So skills are also relevant. That's why I always advise everyone, if you even have what we call a gap year, that's like a space in between your university or higher education and the secondary school, transition from your secondary school to your higher institution. I would rather say that you go for a skill that will complement that which you desire to learn. Just go for a skill. And let me say this, it's not efficient. There are some people that is seminary they will go to.
That is their calling. That's what they are called.
That's where they will go.
That's what they are called to do. So
look for a skill. Barbing is there. It's the side also for students. They are now rechargeable clippers. You don't need to have a physical space again. Anywhere you go, you barb.
True.
You can barb. You can barb. So there are more and more. This is vast. It's very vast. We cannot exhaust it today. But don't neglect the place of skills, entrepreneurship for just education. Do not just do not neglect it.
You have to balance that
for education.
Also. There's a space for
skill and a space for education. Because there are some people that they think they went to study in school. After 4 years of studying agric engineering or agric science, you still cannot detect a soil. And a farmer who has been in the business and in the jungle of farming will tell you once you see the soil and say this soil you cannot yield anything. Do you understand? So there has to be the balance
Yeah.
between the two.
Okay.
So even if you want to learn a skill, still go to school to
Yeah.
advance
Both
your
has their
knowledge.
place. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. To round up this section, another thing I would say is that we cannot mention all through here all the courses that are available.
Yes, sir.
So we just want to open your eyes that there are many courses that are still available and they are prospects than the almighty medicine and other things that we talk about. So for you out there also, you have to do your work. Go to the internet, browse.
Yes.
You have more courses that it will be suggested to you.
Be a diligent
And
student.
yes, and you also browse to it, look at their prospects. What is this all about? Does it tally with your passion? Does it tally with what you want to become? Then you can go for it. So you don't have to kill yourself to until I become a medical doctor, until I become a nurse.
And after JAMB has jammed you for 20,
Yeah,
15 years, you are still there. And you claim I'm passionate about it.
Yeah. So we have so many things that you can do. We have many paths that you can go to, and you are still going to make it in life and make impact in life. And I believe that we are going to maximize and make use of those things that we are learning at this platform. I want to hear a word from our guest before we round up today. I don't think you have something to say before we round up, man.
I just want to say that I'm rooting for you.
Yeah.
If you put your mind to it, you can get it, regardless of your background, regardless of your past experiences, regardless of the limitations on ground.
Yeah.
Regardless, you can get there. Thank you for having me, New Breed.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming and thank you for granting our interview. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. To our viewers out there, thank you for following us. Do well to not forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like, comment, and share. We'll meet in our next video. Thank you.